Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, it's been a long wait, but we're finally here. This is Squid Game Season 2, Episode 1. I could not be more excited. Look, everyone loved this show. It was a worldwide phenomenon, and I cannot wait to dive back in.
Yeah, was it you three that watched it?
Us two.
You two watched it
Dave.
without me and without Oak, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to join in on this watch.
Funny story that will surprise almost nobody. I started actually watching season 1 because of all the memes that were everywhere on the internet. I said, I gotta know what this is all about. Loved it. Can't wait for season 2.
Season 1 was the most compelling thing I've seen in a long time. Episode 6 crushed pretty much the majority of folks that watched it. Player 1, good gosh. Player 4, 5, 6. Let's pick up, see where he goes, because I can't wait. Let's go!
Oh, this is a mess.
Hey, Bob, we are way behind on schedule, so I'm going to need you to get everything hooked up like yesterday. All this stuff needs to be done by tomorrow. Got to have it done.
Boss, I'm not an electrician. I mean, shouldn't we wait for the pros?
This can't be that hard. Couple plugins, couple wires. It's not that big of a deal. We do not have time to wait for the electrician, so just get it done. I'm counting on you, all right?
I'm counting on you. Oh!
Jumping jackrabbits, Bob, what the hell happened?
Oh, I knew this was a bad idea.
Bob's instincts were right, but his supervisor didn't listen. Now Bob's injury could be worth millions.
Wait, did you say millions? Who are these professionals that can help me?
Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But Bob is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. When your boss puts you in a dangerous situation and you get hurt, don't settle for less than you deserve. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you every penny. And the best part? It's completely free unless you win. But Bob feels conflicted. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if the company hasn't paid him for the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing their insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad about getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Bob did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back.
And here we go.
We are
They're
picking
gonna
up.
pick up right.
Yes.
Smart. Like,
어딜 그렇게 가는 거지? 갈 곳이 없을 텐데.
I mean, like, why do a time jump? So, of course, you gotta pick up right here.
넌 그 비행기를 탔어야 했어. 네 선택을 후회하게 될 거야. 널 찾아낼 거야. 무슨 수를 써서라도.
No matter what it takes.
I'm with you to the end of the line.
서울로 가주세요.
Huh. Payback
Oh.
time.
Better get rid of that bright red hair. It'd be a little conspicuous.
What if that's what he's doing right now, buying Just for Men?
Oh, we gonna get a Shane moment?
I think we are.
There wasn't anything better to cut your hair with than a box cutter or X-Acto.
No, he
Oh,
thinks he was
the
being
tracker.
Oh no!
It's got to cut it out.
Oh,
But that
God.
makes sense, right? Because in season 1 they were
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he really went for it.
Oh, god damn.
go bigger and
Yeah.
go home on that cut.
He just went.
Love how they showed the scar from the game.
Yeah.
That's how they knew.
What if they put 2 trackers in him just to throw him off?
Oh. Nothing to see here, kid.
미안한데 5분만 있다 와줄래?
Occupied.
Occupado. Click.
Thanks, young man.
Dude, pretty ripped up for this show, huh? And there it goes.
There it goes. Ha!
Well, he's being thorough, I guess.
There
We didn't see it. We did not see it.
Didn't see it.
If you didn't see it, folks, it doesn't mean he's gone. Of course, his brother was going to take him out.
Dude, I was pretty convinced in our reaction on the first season that it was
The
done.
thing is when they purposely show like a shoulder shot, although in Peaky, we got a collarbone shot. And when they give you the sternum or the heart shot, that's one thing.
He's definitely been there a while.
Yeah, look at I like the little
He
Yeah,
just said
it's
his
like-
brother's name, too.
has his lips chapped.
Well,
Squid Game.
I love how we got some progression, and then we got an answer. Awesome.
Bread and lottery.
Oh, shit. 2
Okay,
years
all
later?
Okay.
2 years?
Here's our time jump.
I didn't think we'd have it. I thought, we'd get right back into it.
Picked right up.
So it only made sense to me.
안전모 미착용입니다. 운전면허증 제시해 주세요.
이거 함정단속 아니에요?
봐주면 안 돼요? 저 썼잖아요. 와, 너무 잘생기셨어.
Come on, kid.
오, 존나 잘 나오셨어.
안전모 미착용 범칙금 2만 원입니다. 기한에 납부하세요.
인스타 있어요? 우리 마팔이야.
Just drives off without her.
너 그 짭새 새끼랑 경찰차 타고 와.
Yeah, he did not like that.
엄마 짭새 소리나 들으려고 여기를 보내달라고 했냐?
네.
Ooh, now we're going to get some answers
단무지랑 양파에 식초 뿌렸었네.
as to why he's doing traffic duty.
위에다 얘기도 할 만큼 해봤고 해경 쪽에 라인 뚫어가지고 수색도 며칠 해봤고
아유. 아니까 그 짜장면이나 드세요. 다 불어요.
It's not wrong there. You gotta eat those.
거기다가 너 이 새끼 총기까지 무단 반출해서 단독으로 움직이다가 내가 이제 와서 하는 말인데 너 그때 정신 돌아오고 나서 위에서 네 옷 뺏기라고 난리 치는 걸 내가 겨우 막았어.
예. 평생 은인으로 모시겠습니다. 예. 아니 여기는 증거가 아주 확실하거든요. 신호 위반, 속도 위반, 헬멧 미착용. 그냥 사진으로 딱딱 찍어서 보여주니까 범인들이 아주 꼼짝을 못하네요.
너 정말 기억이 안 나냐? 널 쏜 놈이 누군지?
Oh, he
Big
knows.
bro.
He knows.
Big bro got me, Dad.
Wow.
It's interesting that he's still holding that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if he wants answers first.
I would think so.
Or
But it's been 2 years, so he clearly hasn't pushed to get.
no.
Did they not take the bullet out then, he said? An untraceable bullet.
Untraceable, as in they took the bullet out, but they couldn't trace it to a gun.
형이 왜?
Boom.
Shoulder for shoulder.
I think that's why he shot him in the shoulder. I bet.
Well, and it's brother.
어디 가는데?
He didn't mind him falling off the cliff.
뭐야?
He knew. He knew.
He knew, yeah.
장사 안 해요? 사장님!
오빠,
It's a nice place.
불도 꺼놨네? 장사 안 하나?
잘 됐네. 간판에 불 꺼지면 만실이야. 딴 데 가자.
With all these new faces, I just got to imagine we're going to be seeing him in a game.
Yep.
어떻게 알았냐고. 전 남친한테 배웠냐?
He's watching.
Oh, that's his whole setup.
Well, shit, if it's not in the camera, where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, it looked like there was someone in the.
No way did they find him. They
Oh, they did.
found him. No.
They can tap. They must be rich and powerful enough to go into any CCTV and just find out where he walked and where he went.
Oh, shit. He's
front
still
man?
there.
456.
It's got to be a dream.
이걸 찾고 있나?
Ugh. Yeah, probably a dream sequence here.
Oh,
Definitely a dream sequence.
Good to see they brought his best friend back and her.
여기 아까고 죽 좀 사왔어.
color of that chair is.
성사정이 먼저 쓰러지겠어. 어떻게 됐습니까? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5선 라인을 쭉 돌아봤는데
So he's looking for the guy that did the slap.
Subways.
아침 첫차 시간부터 막차 시간까지 수색하세요. 지하철 전 라인 동시에요. 전 라인을 동시에 다? 그렇게
A lot of
행사하려면
manpower there.
인건비가 좀 만만치가 않은데.
I was just going to say, there's just.
Yeah, money doesn't matter.
I know he didn't touch it for quite some time because of the guilt, but.
성기훈 그놈이 지발로 찾아와서 돈도 갚고 일거리까지 준 덕분에 그동안 니들 월급도 주고 사무실 유지도 한 거야. 알아?
알죠.
알면 닥치고 내 스펙보다 잘 비비고 뒤져.
With your eyes open.
10억을 더 준단다.
10억이요?
그래 10억. 왜? 이제 막 믿고 싶냐? 찾는 놈한테 무조건 반 준다. 오케이?
At half?
Half.
That'll motivate you right quick.
Half is what I say it is.
I'm going to be at the train station 24/7. Try and find that guy.
Pretty much.
Is this him right here? Just pulling up.
잘 지내셨어요?
뭐 늘 그렇지 뭐. 날씨 좋으면은 고기를 잡고 날씨 나쁘면은
When it's bad, I catch a buzz.
That's usually how fishing goes.
That is.
일패 무소리지 말고 이건 아니고 오늘도 그놈의 신비섬 찾으러 가야 돼.
Yep.
So he does go back.
Yep.
Well, because you have to figure how long are you knocked out for? He can have some sort of memory of where to get to it.
어디에 있느냐 이 신비의 섬아.
그동안 저희가 가본 곳들 중에 기상 상황이나 물때가 안 맞아서 제대로 살펴보지 못했던 곳들
Oh, I wonder if that's why they have to do it a certain time of the year because of the tides.
한번 가보시죠.
예, 황 선장님. 아휴, 내가 왜 물에 빠진 놈을 건져가지고.
Oh, he was the guy that saved him.
He
Nice.
saved him.
I pity myself.
I pity myself.
Dude, we're just getting a lot of answers right away. I like that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, where'd you save me from? I would have been nearby, right?
해야 될 사람은 바로 이 사람입니다. 머물 겁니다. 이 곱상한 얼굴에 양복을 잘 차려입고 서류 가방을 들고 다니는데 이 서류 가방 안에는 돈다발하고 딱지가 들어 있습니다.
Oh, there. Now that'll.
There it is.
오늘 붙잡고 이 딱지를 딱 치는데 치고 나면은
Yeah, but he knows about them. He knows their secrets, and he knows like they own money.
슬쩍 건너뛰어서는 안 됩니다. 그리고 각자 수색을 마친 역은 인증샷을 찍어서
Jeez. I just picture so much going wrong with that.
는 팀에게는 5억의 보너스가 지급됩니다.
You are, yeah.
Oh, that music.
Hyundai kicked out the big bucks for the product placement, I see.
I got to imagine he's not always in the subway because they got to be going somewhere new each time. Not him.
키 좀 크고.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is 100% going to be a failed mission here.
Now he's gonna try and drop down to grab his phone.
Well, they don't even know where the island is yet.
Yeah.
But if you can find the island, you can find the phone, and you can find the evidence.
I mean, it's only been in salt water for 2 years. I'm sure the phone will be fine.
스마일.
TX.
He didn't trust him to just be there. I want selfies that you're at work.
No.
How do I know you're working if I can't see you?
항상 감사하게 생각하고 있어요.
내가 황사를 건지는 그 금방 10km 안에 말이야. 섬이 몇 개인 줄 알아?
Okay, there you go. Smile radius to where I found you.
Oh, I got a feeling they're gonna run into it.
Yeah.
이래놓고 또 일주일 뒤에 다시 오겠지?
We need a helicopter.
야, 그
경찰 월급보다 더 많이 쳐줄게.
뭐 얼마나 주실 건데요?
그 뭐
What's this?
I don't. They're doing this. He's gonna.
여기 한국 보이네.
Well, that was just the port.
It's just the way they kept
question
showing that
everything.
view, you know.
1호선부터 공항철도까지 우리 애들 다 풀어갖고 여름 내내 뒤졌는데 이거 없잖아요.
I thought they were pulling the camera.
꼭 잡아내서 게임에 참가를 하래요. 456억 벌고 오라고.
Ah, good luck.
우리가 진지게.
Oh, here we go.
There. Oh shit! There he is.
Yep, they found him.
No way.
Right in front of him.
No, just
It's everything is true. That's what's hitting him. Everything he said was true.
I'll send the picture. That's that son of a bitch.
지금 어딥니까?
종랑역인데. 이동한다.
조심해서 따라오고 계속 위치 알려주세요. 제가 갈 때까지.
He's across the way.
Yeah, I mean, how are they going to stay on him?
Going up top. Well, they can go up top. Okay.
no, he's so gonna disappear.
456034.
The last cards didn't have that on there, did they?
전부 다요?
예? 100장이요?
What is he buying? Scratch
They
offs
call them
and
scratchers.
sandwiches?
They call them scratchers there.
Yeah.
Not scratch off, scratchers.
These guys are going to blow it.
Yeah, I just have that feeling, dude. After 2 years, and oh no,
먼저 접근하지 말고 기다리세요. 오케이. 빨리 와.
I'm actually nervous that this is gonna just go bad.
Oh no. Okay,
was
green
great.
line.
선생님,
Recruiter.
제가 자그마한 오늘의 선물을 하나 준비했습니다.
뭔데?
Sandwich and a scratcher.
No, you got to choose, I bet. Yep, something guaranteed or a game of chance.
빵과 복권.
Bread or
둘 중
lottery.
하나만 선택하실 수 있습니다.
Lottery.
And the gambling, just like in season 1.
Yep.
Some folks are the gambling.
7, 7, and not 7.
Oh.
Wait,
Bomb.
no. I still thought he was going to recruit him.
That's what I thought he was
interesting
doing
doing-
too.
예예.
Kind of is.
뭐 하는 거냐?
같기도 하고 좀 헷갈리는데.
They'll never know, guys.
Never know, it's us. Never know.
Is he conducting an experiment though too for himself? Oh, pff.
I don't think he'll see, guys.
We're gonna see that everyone's gonna
Yep,
take.
everybody's going to take the lottery. And then he'll come back and offer him the game.
Oh, the bomb right away.
This is interesting. Everyone took
Yep.
the gamble, not food.
Nobody's. Oh,
Hey, we
one
got
guy
one.
took the sure thing.
Oh, he's going to town on the bread.
I'm curious, is this like an everyday thing for him?
야, 왜 우린 안 주냐?
아, 그러게요. 아씨, 나 어제 똥꿈 꿨는데.
At least change the page.
And he knows.
He's going to come to those guys.
Oh, he's gonna ask all of them now.
Oh,
They're all going to run and fight for him.
he's going to give him the
아이고,
donuts anyway.
왜 버려요?
Oh,
이 빵을 버린 건 제가 아니라 선생님들입니다.
you know, there's a multiple of you. Just bum rush the guy and take all the bread.
I mean, they're still probably decent to eat.
He is really going for it.
Have anger issues?
Well, never mind. He's ruining the packaging as well.
So for this scene, we really need you to go for it.
Give it everything you got.
Crazy bread mushing man.
This is fascinating. Because we didn't get barely anything of this guy.
No.
I mean, he spent more time on this episode than we got on season one.
Whole season.
I want to learn more.
Cop is behind him.
Shit.
Is it? But is it?
Well, you're not making it this time. See you in 2 years.
Yeah, you try again. Unless, nope.
Hey, come on.
Okay, it is.
So this,
They threw me off.
너무 딱딱하게 하지 말고 그렇다고
He's gonna tell him.
그냥 친절하면서도
I've got a
정확하게.
lead.
알겠어? 네, 알겠습니다.
he's gonna.
But he's not gonna see him.
No.
Because he's sending his
but
trainee
I
up.
think Juno is gonna see the. He's gonna see one of his phones has the picture of the guy. No, and I don't know if he knows about that.
속도 위반하셨습니다. 운전면허증 제시해 주세요.
There we go. He's gone.
Yep. See you later. Unless the Stooges here
would
can
you-
follow him.
Why? Oh, got lucky there.
아이씨, 자, 저기 잡으면 따글. 네.
All right, let's go.
속도 위반 범칙금 6만 원입니다. 제달.
No.
Ah,
So close.
he was right there. He could have told him I found the guys.
뭐 이렇게 금방
Well, he's
걸렸어?
gonna see the name, isn't he?
제대로 한 거 맞아?
아무
No, he
말도 안
doesn't know
하고
the name.
그냥
Does he? No, he just knows him in 4, 5, 6.
뭐 걸리는 거 있는 사람 아니야? 신원조인.
아무것도 안 뜨던데. 차 안에 휴대폰이랑 태블릿이 엄청 여러 개.
And he's gonna see the picture.
The name.
He knows the name.
The name.
형님 저 새끼 내려요. 지금 내렸어.
They didn't lose him, yeah.
도착하면 연락해.
I can't believe these guys have pulled this off.
I thought for sure these guys would lose him. Oh, this is something bad's got to happen.
Well, he's got
나는
to.
왜?
You got to send the address so right away. Ooh.
순사장 기다리다가 놓치겠다. 그래 왜 쫄리냐? 2대1이잖아. 자식은 결혼했다고 몸살이냐?
5억 주는 거 맞죠?
야, 너 나 못 믿어. 내가 너 결혼식
You guys are.
Appreciate your wedding, for God's sakes. This is me and Quinn.
Better hurry.
Do this.
Better hurry.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
들어와! 이 씨발!
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he's got some skills.
Oh.
Well, now.
So
They
much
lost
for
him.
that.
제가 지금 누굴 도울 수 있는 처지가 아닙니다.
A lot of phones, a lot of tablets. Come on, put it together.
You just got your asses whooped.
ADT throwing down the big bucks as well.
Yep. Go down that way. Wait. Are they not down there anymore? Did you take them? They're not there. Holy shit.
Oh, they were there. Right
Look.
there. He's up top
Oh, he's
watching
up on the build. Oh, come on, dude. Nice gig.
bone
The
gig.
dog bone gig.
Jesus.
It's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, one had a knife.
Which she clearly was not
Well equipped to use.
Yeah.
Ooga
skilled enough.
Ooga.
What is in those containers?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
there's
no.
What is that?
pistol and some ammunition.
이제부터 게임을 하겠습니다. 죽을 확률이 6분의 1.
할 확률은 6분의 5.
Oh, wow.
Him going.
아무것도 안 내셨네요.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
실격입니다.
Disqualified.
Well, now what? You had another?
Reset the odds.
말씀드렸듯이 살 확률이 6분의 5나 되니까요.
Oh, yeah, when you put it like that, sure. She's the reset every time.
Oh
my God.
You've seen the Deer Hunter, right? 또 지루한 감이 없지 않아 있네요.
No, it's not.
Oh, he's
no,
gonna add one.
Oh, no.
뒤집어 볼까요?
Oh, my.
Oh, and
Reverse the odds.
죽을 확률은 6분의 5.
Well, we know how this is gonna end.
Yeah. One's not leaving.
This is so fucked up. The music in the background, Nessun Dorma.
Paper, scissors, rock.
So he knows that whichever one he pulls, but he knows he can win if he holds paper. So he has to make the decision.
-1.
He has to choose whether it's not even random anymore.
He controls his life right here.
He controls his life. That's right.
아이고, 하나를 못 빼셨네요.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's disqualified.
He just sacrificed himself because he knew he was the winner.
Wow, dude. I thought they were going to make it more brutal than that. Like with the imagery.
Yeah.
Psychologically, that was about as brutal as it gets.
I recall you have a money problem. Guess where you're going?
Well, he said his wife said earlier that maybe he should just
Get
do
the
the
money
game
himself.
himself and win the 45 bill. Parkour.
In the rain.
Not really yet.
Yeah, not really, but still,
doing
he's
that
doing all
in
this
the rain and what? It looks
right next to some transistors and
yeah, all that electric.
And does he at least have tennis shoes on?
Oh God!
Some
Like
sort of
seeing
grip?
his hands just like not fully
Slipping on the tile.
Oh, look at so they use a workout bench to hang up clothes.
그래, 형님이 아직도 안 돌아왔다니까. 난 사무실에서 무기 좀 챙겨서 갈 테니까.
Oh, quite a collection.
Oh, taser.
A taser, switchblades, some batons, some pistols. Interesting.
He also wouldn't notice the wet footsteps, you know, the little patches of wet.
대방역이라고 새끼야. 신대방이야, 대방. 아, 이 새끼 몇 번 말했는데 말귀를 못 알아들어.
Okay, so this is what they needed to do. They needed to create a distraction for him.
Yep.
I do like how that stayed static and then it picked up right with him.
CCTV랑 차량 블랙박스 가능한 거 다 뒤져보고 주변 탐문도 계속 하세요.
Pink? Because that registration was Pink Motel. This is how it's going to end, too. They're face-to-face finally.
Yep. Gonna have a team up. Well, that's he interrogated the guy.
The recruiter. It's the
The
recruiter?
recruiter interrogated
그날
him.
비행기를 타셨으면 좋았을 텐데요.
근데 거기서 널 보고 생각이 달라졌지. 그놈을 만나게 해줘. 할 말이 있어.
제게 말씀해 주시면 전달해 드리겠습니다.
너 같은 하수인 너브랭이랑 할 얘기가 아니야.
Underling.
게임에서 탈락한 놈을 쏘려고 하는데 이게 얼굴이 낯이 익은 거예요. 누군지 알아요? 우리 아빠.
Oh.
우리 아빠가 막 살려달라고 눈물을 흘리면서 날 간절하게 쳐다보는데
Didn't even flinch.
한가운데 그리고 깨달았죠. 이 일이 내 적성에 잘 맞는구나.
Oh, wow. At first I thought it was going to be something like, feel bad for him. No, we don't.
내가 어떻게 거기서 살아나왔는지 그 게임을 하는 게 어떤 기분이지.
Are we back to playing this game?
저랑 게임 한번 하시죠.
No, fuck your games.
Really need our detective to swoop in and save the day here.
영화에서 보신 적이 있을
Time to
겁니다.
say goodbye.
It's called a Russian.
No, it's not.
Ray Boselli.
그럼 결국 6번 안에 총알이 발사될 거고 승부가 나겠죠.
Just like that, you're just going to agree to it?
For what purpose?
Dad, start beating his ass. Step Brothers ruined this song for me, by the way, Dave. Catalina Wine Mixer. Damn.
And Blades of Glory.
Fucking
It's at the beginning.
Catalina wine mixer.
Oh, jeez, the way he's doing it.
God, the tension in this first episode is just unreal.
성균 씨가 어떻게 거기서 살아나왔는지.
Luck. And some help.
A lot of help. Oh.
That's 3 shots. Oh, God, guys. That's 4.
That was 4.
Wonder if dude put a blank in for this game.
It doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who
No,
would.
no.
이런 생각이 들 거예요. 총은 내 손에 있어.
Pointed at him and pulled the trigger twice.
성기훈 씨가 보고 싶어 하시는 그분을 만날 수 있는 방법이 제 주머니에 있습니다. 지금 그 총으로 절 쏘시고 그걸 가져가시면 돼요.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to kill anybody.
운이 좋아서 겨우 폐기 처리를 면한 쓰레기.
What does he think it
No,
takes?
he's
look
gonna
at
do
this.
Oh.
Beat the odds.
We can't take our star out in the first episode.
No.
Well, this was a stupid game anyways, so
There's a lot of trust right now because what's to say this guy isn't going to just...
이제 이 방아쇠를 한 번만 당기면 날 죽일 수 있어.
he followed the rules though. He took out even his own dad. He's got to follow the rules.
이거 하나만 인정해. 넌 그저 가면을 뒤집어 쓰고
God damn it.
주인님이 시키는 대로 뛰고 개새끼라는 걸.
And
Oh, no. Oh, no.
here's the end.
He's going to honor everything. The rules.
Oh,
Literally.
told him. I said it. He follows the
Yeah.
rules.
And our detective,
He just told us a story
my.
about how he took out his own dad.
Yep.
well, the detective was down
And followed the rules.
in the parking
So
lot.
then hopefully
Wow.
the detective heard that.
Very, very good first episode.
Feels good to be back, doesn't it?
It's so good to be back.
And just like last season, go right in, get sucked
Yeah.
right in on the first episode.
Well, that's
I
what
got
was
chills
great.
for some reason.
That's what was great with this episode for me is that we got right into the action. Now, look, Netflix gave us the little 3-minute recap in the beginning just to kind of catch up a little bit. But yeah, we got right into it. We got caught up with all of our characters and what they've been doing since then. What was interesting is that we had the time jump in the first quarter of the episode, maybe the first third of the episode. They hit us with the 2-year time jump, which was pretty wild. Because I kind of expected to maybe have that right in the beginning, but they did it a different way, and I like that. It was different. Of course, Jun-ho has been out trying to find the island that he was picked up from. They searched, the 6-mile radius, and I liked how he was about ready to give up. He was throwing in the towel. He was going to be done. They had searched all the islands they could, and then they just happened to have a chance meeting where they caught Gi-hun speeding, but it wasn't. He was training in somebody, so it was his trainee who had to go up and write the ticket, and only found it after the fact because I was just thinking the whole time, all right, Jun-ho is going to be there. He's going to pull him over. He's like, no, I found the guys. They're over here. We can go get them. But that would have been probably a little too A-team or a little too 80s sitcom for that to probably happen. They were definitely going to give us a little bit more. But and of course we got with that last scene there, if I could jump ahead to that, we got the tension that Squid Game gave us in the first season. And it's, unfortunately, probably one of the oldest, well-known games like that. It's been, featured in a number of different movies. This certainly isn't the first one to do it, but the level of tension they had, the close-ups on their faces, they both went into it like, all right, if we're going to play the game, we're going to do it. That we've both been through similar or worse. So that was wild that Ji-hun just totally went for it. And because I got the feeling, and I don't know what you guys thought, I got the feeling he doesn't want to kill anybody anymore. And that, yes, he could have taken the gun, he could have pulled it twice, but he doesn't want to do that anymore. I don't think. We saw how much it tore him up at the end of season 1, that he had to do it and everything it took to finish the games. So that's kind of the vibe I get, is that he wants answers without having to take anybody out. But this was everything that I had been hoping for Squid Game to come back real strong, give us a great story. And again, it's a little bit different story than I expected. I believe either we did the trailer or I saw the trailer. I don't recall. But I was kind of led to believe that right away we were going to get right back into it. Ji-hun would go back to being 4, 5, 6 and be back in the game. Now, obviously, we eventually get there because, from the trailer. But I liked how they did this first episode. They really took their time. We almost had a little bit of a detective story. So that was really good. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on real quick is the scene in the park with the recruiter and the homeless people giving everybody the chance of, look, here's a guaranteed meal, some guaranteed food, or a chance at maybe a little something more. It's the one in the hand is worth two in the bush type thing. And we saw that the people they prey on, at least in the first season a little bit, and then with this one, obviously down in their luck, but people who maybe make the decisions of always chasing that what if I could always win more, it's whether it's a gambling issue or whatever. So I just found that fascinating, and only one guy took the meal we saw in that whole scene. So that was pretty cool. And then he stomped on the bread afterwards. Just wild. And again, you could talk on that for an hour. That whole scene you could probably talk about for an hour about the how it pulls from society and certain mindsets and the way people think and all of that. You could go on that forever, but a banger of a first episode.
Yeah, like you touched on too. I thought it was going to pick up right where it left off, and which it did. And they could have done the easy thing. And I know I jokingly say, Ji-hun could have just got on that plane. Just got on the plane. He had found the tracker, I'm sure, still got it out, but he could have got on that plane and did whatever he wanted. Go to his daughter and everything. But instead, and they could have easily went with that and had a whole new slew of people. You could have still had, Jun-ho still be, recovering and try to search for the island, but, Ji-hun is gone. You could have totally went that route, have a new slew of characters, which we did get introduced to a few that we know are going to be on the island. Sure, one of the henchmen that survived, he's going to end up probably going to the island. We saw the couple that each... Well, the one in the subway and then the one in the doctor's office, they're probably going to go. So we know we'll get new characters that way. But I'm glad they didn't go that route of just whole new things. No, I like that we picked up, and that was smart. They actually did just a time jump because it showed how much time and effort Ji-hun has put in to just try and find the recruiter. I mean, and they had a little comedy, a little levity in there was showing, the suit with the weird face that's what we're searching for. But then when Jun-ho is now a traffic cop because why he's not doing what he was is because of evidence. He needs his evidence. Oh, that's what it was. It was a mirror. So Diamond Dave was looking at a scene. I thought there was somebody else in the room with Ji-hun, but it was a mirror in the background as I saw a blacklit silhouette. Anyways. But so it was kind of neat that he wanted that for evidence, but yet secretly, well, maybe not secretly, but at least with the guy that rescued him, which we found that out, that they've been looking around a 6-mile radius, and there's 100 islands in that 6-mile radius to try and find where he was. And that's a funny thing you said too. You brought it up. I don't know if it'll make the cut, but Quinn brought up, he's like, maybe that's why they do a certain time, because he brought up tides and brought up weather conditions, because he kind of, And I don't know what his memory is because he was on the ship to get there, but everyone else was knocked out. So they don't know how long they were knocked out for. Obviously had no rhyme or reason to know where and when they were. So it's going to be kind of challenging to find this. But when we got to the game at the end with the two henchmen, I'd never heard of rock, paper, scissors -1.
Yeah, where you got to pull it
so
away.
I am. That seems like that's like one of those can you rub your belly and pat your head at the same time type things? Because I'd probably get it wrong and then pull one back. But then it was nice to see that the boss like sacrificed himself because he was the only one that was believing Gi-hun, and like they're like, why are you believing him? And it's like. He had a good theory about it. He's like, how come everybody that owes me money over the last couple of years have mysteriously just disappeared?
Yep.
They just disappeared.
Well, and the boss was going to be out of money too, because you can't keep lending money to people that never pay it back.
Exactly. And so he had, like, it was funny. They showed the pamphlet or the folder that just said IOU, and I was like, I figured that's that thick because any person that owed him money, they probably got taken to that island, and obviously they didn't win, so they didn't pay him back, whereas he paid him back in full and then has been giving him money to try and find the recruiter. But yeah, and then real intense scene between the rock, paper, scissors -1 and then with the recruiter and Gi-hun at the end. That was intense and that was well executed. Sucked in. Definitely happy season 2 is back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the ever since seeing and I don't know that it's something we do on this channel, but ever since seeing the Deer Hunter, which I've seen multiple times, the Russian roulette, it gives me the, I don't know, anxiety. It just makes you feel very weird. I don't really even know how to explain it. Obviously in the Deer Hunter they were portraying fictional events of something that actually happened, if that makes sense. So it was a very powerful scene here. I'd never seen, as these guys had mentioned, I don't know if it'll make the cut, but I'd never seen the rock, paper, scissors -1. And the interesting thing is it adds an extra layer to how tense rock, paper, scissors is, because not only, you pick two, and you see what the other person has, and then you have to try to anticipate what they're going to pull back. And what a powerful scene at the end. The younger of the two gentlemen did double rock, and the other guy had paper and scissors. So the other guy knew that all he had to do was pull back paper, and he wins. And so literally the younger gentleman... What's that?
Pull back scissors.
Excuse me, pull back paper. And yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Pull back scissors, and he knows he won. And I don't know why the other guy would have done double rock. He was just nervous. Really? They showed him shaking. But the other guy, instead of pulling back scissors and winning with the paper, he didn't follow the rules and was disqualified and sacrificed himself. So that was an incredibly, incredibly powerful scene. Of course, we saw the lengths that our officer was willing to go through to try to find the island.
18 islands.
Yeah,
on this picture.
Just on that page.
So they're doing a lot of searching. It seems like the captain is conflicted. He's talks like, oh, this is a waste of time. Why are we doing this? But on the other hand, he enjoys his company, and I think it's given him a little bit of purpose. Look, at the end, I didn't think our gamesman was gonna go through with it. And I think it was Answer who said he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would use blanks for these games. But on the flip side of it, we have seen in other films where similar games were used where there was a blank just to, whether it be Russian roulette or just a standard pistol with blanks in it, or no magazine, just to mess with people's head.
Die Hard 2.
In situations like that. So
Blue Clip.
I agree with these guys as far as the first episode. It has got you completely sucked in, and it was a very tall task to try to captivate audiences with that first episode as well as they did with everything they released in season 1. So I think, not to say that people weren't going to binge this, right? Like anybody who was coming in to watch this wasn't going to watch episode and be like, well, I'm not invested, I'm out. But they did a phenomenal job of getting you very invested in the first episode. picking up with the pace and the intensity of season 1, which is also a very tall challenge. And so for me, disturbing, albeit very, very intriguing and again, captivating first episode.
Am I the only one that wants like a prequel for the recruiter?
Yeah, well,
I know, you know, we saw what we saw there at the end, but I mean, dude is like a chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
Pops up out of nowhere, can blend in. He can fight. He his logic. Ever since we got that nice little backstory to get a little bit more insight of his mental state.
He was made for this.
He was made for this. I mean, the story about his dad was just, I knew it after that. And I was like, gosh, man, like I'm slightly intrigued about the recruiter and his previous life because I feel like they could easily do something there with the backstory now because they laid out the groundwork with just that backstory. But back to this episode anyway. This first episode I've thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it was a strong start to season 2 here because season 1, we got that, right? So and we were kind of talking about before too, how do you differ from season 1?
Right.
And I thought this was a great contrast. Now I'm sure as we go on, as we saw in the trailer, clearly they're in some kind of game. So I am looking forward to that and seeing what kind of madness comes out of that game. We got, just like you guys, I never, in all my life, and maybe I'm just isolated in our small little state here, but I never heard of rock, paper, scissors -1 ever.
Never.
It was just rock, paper, scissors. So it was kind of cool to get introduced to that. And just the way that one little -1 gets put in there, now it does, like you were saying, David, adds that huge layer of like anticipation and fear. Because now, as we saw the guy in the red shirt, he was just terrified and could barely make anything without shaking. Mm-hmm. The other guy sacrificed himself, I think, clearly because he knew he had a wife. So it felt like this guy was single and alone. So, and probably just doing an honorary thing. But I'm kind of curious now if the guy in the red shirt is going to be in the games now because the recruiter said, now we can have that chat. I'm sure the deal was you could stay alive, but you got to go here and test your fate with the game. So I'm banking on we're going to see him there. And the first couple, I don't know if that was just set there to get us introduced to Jung-ho, to be back into the show, obviously after the surgery or being in the hospital bed, if that was just another way to introduce him, or because he did say that in there where he's like, oh, you're coming after, us folks who don't make a lot of money, or however he said that, right? Yeah. So that in my head is like, we're going to see him in the game too. It's just off screen that the recruiter got to him. Mm-hmm. Either way, if that doesn't happen, no biggie. I am enjoying how the ending was there. Both men playing to an honor of sorts of the rules, which they both had their opportunity to go and just take the other one out. So I did like how both stayed to the rules. And then at the end, he's like, basically, just do me one thing. Just go back, put your mask on, be their dog. Mm-hmm. And the recruiter just did not care at all with how his life was going to end right there. So I thought he just was, all right, boom. Like there was no like fear, no nothing. Like he understood the assignment. I either win or I either lose. Mm-hmm. So again, I think this whole episode and then some of the...
He showed he followed the rules.
Some of the emotions in here too have been kind of crazy because we're getting we got a 2-year jump, and then from the montage there we got a 2-month kind of montage right there because in the security camera it said June, and then they did have a shot of it saying month 8.
Yeah, them ripping off.
Yeah, 7. Ripping off 7. So just the huge time jumps that we're getting, and to me it makes sense because it's not like this crew is easy to find, like at all, which they made it a point in here, right?
Yeah, they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find you.
And he hasn't said anything about his brother being the front man.
And that's the other thing. Yep. He has not said anything to dad yet or mom about, hey, big bro's alive.
Yep.
He's alive and well.
However,
but
here's the thing.
And I do 100% understand why he's probably keeping that to himself. At least I want to believe right now that he wants to find him and get answers. before telling mom and dad.
Well, because what's the point of telling anybody that your brother's the front man? Like, okay, that's great. You still haven't found him. It doesn't
To
even
other
matter.
people, it's just talking about like ghosts.
Yeah,
or
so it
some
doesn't.
kind of fairy
But you could
tale.
tell mom,
doesn't
hey,
matter.
brother's alive. That's the only thing you could do about it.
Yeah, so again, we're hitting on some pretty big emotions here, some pretty real things. The recruiter in that park, I thought was just
powerful.
Man, that was like you were saying, Quinn, that just on that alone, you could probably discuss hours about, which we don't have. But again, solid start, very, very solid start to season 2 here. Hook, line, and sinker for me. I'm way too invested. I love this, so I can't wait to see what is going to be in the next episode for that one.
Well, we started off with quite the bang so far in Squid Game 2, so we cannot wait for more.
Literally.
Just like you guys cannot wait for more.
We ended with a bang.
So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. Of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. We cannot wait.